Welcome to my channel and my farmhouse. My name is Kelsey, and today I am so excited to bring you around my vintage early 1900s inspired farmhouse kitchen.
Who am I that the maker of heaven would love me and know me by name? In a world where I feel like a stranger, his love came and found me the same. In each breath that I breathe, when I wake or I sleep, everything I need is found in you, all in you. Everything I need is found in you, Jesus. What is love that the God of the heavens would stoop down to love me with grace? In the midst of my pride and rebellion, his love wouldn't give up the chase. In each breath that I breathe, when I wake or I sleep, everything I need is found in you, all in you. Everything I need is found in you, Jesus.
We are going to be starting off our tour by talking about my Elmira vintage stove. It's actually supposed to look super old, but it was actually built in 1999. I got it on Facebook Marketplace for $500. I absolutely love that each of my skillets or Dutch ovens can be on its own burner without touching and moving the other skillet up or back. I just love the amount of space on this stovetop. So up here, there is a warmer that I use occasionally, but I don't use it a ton just because the stovetop stays warm enough. I can just place things on the stovetop. I have my Himalayan salt, my sea salt. I have a coarse French salt, gray coarse salt. I have utensils that I don't grab for all the time, but I do still use. I have a clock that I got for Christmas. These candles, it has a remote, so it flickers like a real flame. I got these on Amazon. And then my husband, for my birthday, this was one of the gifts that I got, and it matches all of our bowls and plates, and it is for honey. I wanted this space for our countertops to be a lot less congested than it was. I have 3 things here. I bought these little containers on Amazon. I also have a place on my website where you can shop my entire kitchen. I'm hoping to have it for all of my house, but right now I have my kitchen and pantry up. I have avocado oil, olive oil, and vanilla. Here I just found this super cute little barn and pot at a thrift store, and then these are the utensils that I use the most often. I absolutely love the Viking utensils. My husband and I decided to splurge and get them. They are more expensive, but they are so durable, and we talk about how they can definitely be passed down to our children because if you care for them, they are heavy-duty stainless steel. I also just have butter and lard, my KitchenAid, and then these are the mixing bowls that I use the most often. I use it all the time. I use them to make dough, to make muffins, to mix eggs, for scrambled eggs, everything with these bowls. I have the 10-inch bowls and then the 12-inch bowl. My husband actually bought me the giant bowl set without realizing how giant those bowls are, but the 10-inch bowls are by far my favorite, and I definitely want to purchase some more. Over here, I just have this little candle holder. This holds a real candle that I light occasionally. This was also from the thrift store. And then this egg basket I also found on Amazon. So lucky for you all, I did not clean out these cupboards. These are not the most high quality cupboards, but initially we wanted to make these shelves. We still might, but for now, we're very content with just doing the cupboards. I still have spots I need to repaint, but I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I have a chopper that I use occasionally, mixing bowls or measuring cups that the numbers are pretty much all worn off, my kitchen scale, a coffee bean grinder that we use every morning, and then just Pyrex containers for storing leftovers. We have the glass ones and some stainless steel ones. In this cupboard, I just have some KitchenAid pasta attachments. I also have bowls that I use very, very often, probably daily. I put fruit in them, salad. I do wish that it had an even bigger size than this, but I use every single size. Vegetables, I put egg for my egg wash in the little one. I also have my other KitchenAid attachments I don't use very often. I have this that's supposed to block splatter with my KitchenAid, and a rolling pin. And then up here I just have some Pyrex containers and Miralax. This cabinet just has our cups, our glasses. We mainly use mason jars, and then these plates are just stored right here, and then the kids' little mason jar cups. So this drawer just has hot pads and a meat thermometer, and then this cupboard here has my bread pans, my baking sheets, a cast iron pizza stone, my cast iron bread pans, our camping cast iron, and muffin tins. This cupboard is currently houses nothing and has these beautiful child locks because Judah likes to spin this and use it as stairs to climb up onto the counter. So these cupboards are actually pretty gross and still need cleaned out. I have just a bucket for dripping pipe stuff. I have my dishwasher homemade detergent, and then some soap stuff that the previous owners left behind, some cast-iron soap, and some carpet cleaner for our carpet cleaning vacuum thingy. I like to have the least amount of things possible in my cabinets and cupboards. So this drawer is empty. This drawer just has some cookie cutters just randomly in there. This cupboard houses lids for the mason jars, some different funnels, donut cutter, a spatula, some pasta. I don't know what these are called, but to help you make different types of pastas that I don't ever use. And then this top drawer is the drawer that I use the most, and it just has things that I use daily or almost every day. My garlic press, cookie scoop, can opener. I get a lot of questions about this sink. I'm not going to take too long, but this sink is so heavy and was honestly kind of a pain. This faucet is from Amazon. This strainer's from Amazon. I bought the sink itself for, I believe, $100 or $150 on Facebook Marketplace. And then these curtains I also bought from Amazon, and I ended up just cutting them. They were 84-inch panels that I used for windows at our last house, but I cut them so that they would work better in the kitchen. Both lights are actually also from Amazon. This hutch is probably my favorite part of the kitchen. I wanted the kitchen to really be renovated or changed based on having this hutch displayed. And in order to do that, we had the fridge here, and we had to move the fridge over here where our washer and dryer was, but our cabinets still weren't wide enough with the fridge moved. So we ended up having to move the dishwasher over, move all the cabinets over. We had to get new countertops, and that was the whole thing to figure that out with the sink. But I was very determined to have this beautiful hutch that I also got on Facebook Marketplace for $400 displayed in the kitchen. And special thank you to my husband for doing pretty much all of the work and making it happen. So in here, I wanted to display our more beautiful dishes. So not necessarily the mason jar. I have plates. These match the bowls that I have, the honey container that I have, and then my husband also got me this tortilla warmer. These bowls I use for yogurt, ice cream, that sort of thing. I got them for $6 at the thrift store. I just tend to buy beautiful glass pieces that have blue, since that's kind of the theme of our kitchen. I have this beautiful kitchen Madonna that I bought a couple years ago, displayed in here, as well as this little tea set or tea kettle, sugar, and milk containers that I also got for, this was 50 cents at the thrift store. Sometimes I forget to take the little tags off. This was $1, so super, super cheap and also just very beautiful. Down here we have the matching bowls and mugs, as well as for my birthday, my husband also got me the pitcher to match. Then I also have other plates that I bought from the thrift store that I also think are beautiful, and we use all of these every night for dinner. And then these copper pieces, this little copper tea set, just sits in there and looks pretty. This drawer is our junk drawer. It holds all of our pens, our Sharpies, some really precious coins that my grandparents gave our kids, some stamps, tape, that sort of junk drawer. And then this one houses some things like matches, extra tape, pizza cutters, our corn holders, pokey things that Judah likes to take that we don't want him to have. And then we also have some measuring cups that I don't use very often, those sizes. We have some floss sticks for our kids. We have a charger. And then we also have these very beautiful crucifixes that we are also keeping safe from Judah that need to be hung up in the kids' bedrooms. This part of our hutch just remains empty for now. If I didn't have this little storage place to put like my crock pot, my Instant Pot, I would put it down here. The kids actually crawl in there when they play hide and seek. But again, if I can have less stuff and more just empty space in my drawers and my cupboards, that's what I prefer to have. This drawer, again, I need to touch up paint, but it houses my glass cutting boards, my measuring cups that I actually do use, some parchment paper, a little bit of plastic wrap and parchment paper that I try not to use if I don't have to. And then under here, I just keep my Dutch ovens. I keep my strainer and just some miscellaneous items that I don't use often. For these drawers, I have towels that are actually cloth diapers from Walmart that work great to wipe off my cast iron pans, skillets when I wash them. I have some beeswax paper, some napkins. In here, I just have our everyday dish towels, my tea towels, my rags, reusable paper towels, and what we use to wash our dishes with. And then in this one, we have our silverware. All three of these drawers are empty. This one houses some sandwich bags, my immersion blender, some donut molds for my daughter's gluten-free donuts, our broken and our only cheese grater, a chicken shredder, and then down here, I don't use this very often. This houses pans like an angel food cake pan, a bundt cake pan, all my pie pans, monkey bread pan, and then just some of the bigger bowls that I was talking about that my husband got me that are just so giant. And then my mom bought me this precious charcuterie board for Christmas the other year, and it has come in very handy. So over here was where our washer and dryer was. We moved the fridge over, and then we just have the microwave on this little sewing table that my mom got me for my birthday. We have our coffee maker over here. This area is just a mess, so I'm not going to show it, and I haven't done anything to it, but once it is kind of matching the rest of the kitchen, I will show it, but it's nothing special. But yeah, that is pretty much our entire kitchen. Then on this other side is my pantry and my aprons, and then that goes out to our dining room. So this is our entire kitchen. I was going to do a separate video about my most used products, but honestly, everything that I showed you are things that I use daily, if not weekly. I try to only keep the essentials. So if you are looking for some new things, these are the things that I am using and loving. Again, I will have a whole page on my website at faithfulacresfarmhouse.com where you can shop and look at my kitchen in more depth. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a blessed day.
It is found in you, all in you.